Hi everyone, welcome back to KO Talk, and today I would like to share a story from China. And since we're living in an economic where it's so busy, everything is getting that worse, I think this story is going to encourage us on one way or the other. And it's a story about patience. So it's a story about the power of patience. Most of us, when we start to do something, you want to see the fruits the very day. Like you have done it today, tomorrow you want to see the fruits, or after 2 days, after 3 days. But we have to learn to have the power of patience. And this is the story that I got from one of the tallest trees in the world that is found in China, and that is a bamboo tree. China. It's a Chinese bamboo tree. This is what I learned about this tree. Actually, this tree, being the tallest tree in the world, it takes 5 years to grow. It takes 5 years to grow. I can imagine if I want to use this tree, I plant it now on 2024, I'm going to use it the year 2029. That's when it will be ready for harvesting. But what does it do during all these 5 years? But it grows for 5 years, but the first 4 years, this is just amazing. The first 4 years, it barely grows at all. It barely grows at all. It's just staying underground and seemingly doing nothing. I can try to imagine for 4 good years. Maybe some of us in our provinces, we are planting some crops there, and maybe after 1 week you can see the beans and the maize. They have just broken up the ground and they have sprouted up and they're growing. But you plant something the first day, second day, first month, second month, first year, second year, until 4 years, there's nothing is showing off the ground, totally nothing. But there's an amazing thing that I learned about this tree, and that is on the 5th year. So the 4 years it has just been on the ground doing nothing, but on the 5th year we are told it suddenly breaks off the ground. It suddenly shoots up. But when it shoots up, also what I learned, it's grown when it just shoots off the ground. It grows as much as 80 feet. I mean 80, not 8 only. 80 feet tall in just a duration of 6 weeks. 6 weeks is just 1 month, 2 weeks. So I try to imagine for the 4 years the tree is just underground doing nothing. But the 5th year comes and the tree sprouts up. It just grows up, and it grows to a height of 80 feet. That's, I think it's the minimum height that it grows to, 80 feet in just 6 weeks. You can try to imagine for the 4 years, and within 1 month, 2 weeks, the tree has grown as tall as 80 feet. So why do I share this story? What do we learn from this story of a bamboo tree? The first thing that we learn from here is we learn things take time and do not rush them. Good things take time and do not rush them. As the bamboo tree, you can try to imagine it's just for 4 years, it barely does nothing. It's just underground. And when it's underground, once you are the one who have planted it, you need to water it, you need to put fertilizer to it, you need to prune it, you need to prune the garden, you need to keep the garden clean for the 4 years. So we should not rush things. We should wait. Things will happen in the fullness of time. In the right time, it's going to happen. Things take time, so we should not rush anything. When you see your friend, maybe he woke up today, he started his business and he has been successful, you don't know the struggle that he has gone before until he reached the point, or she reached the point where she is right now. You might know the struggles that they have gone. They always don't share the struggles. You only see the fruits because you don't know. But things take time. The second thing that we learn here is we learn patience requires trust. This is where it gets bad. Patience requires trust. You can have patience, but if you don't have trust, then it's nothing. Like the bamboo tree, you must trust it. Like at the 5th year, it's going to sprout out. The same thing that when you are doing your business, when you're doing your work, when you are working in whatever, when you're doing your studies, when you're working in whatever you're working with, you need to have that patience. You need to trust the process. Some people it will take 1 day, some people it will take 1 month, some people it will take 1 year, some 2 years, some 3 years. Just have the patience and trust the process. The same thing that we give trust to the bamboo tree, and it's just stayed there. There's some things that are just growing inside. You cannot see them in this naked world. You might be seeing like you're not progressing, you're not moving, but in the outside world you're not seeing it. But in the inside world, it's growing. There are fruits that will be there. We must put that effort, and we pay, and it will pay off in the end. And the thing is, when we can still not see the results, let us not lose that patience. Let us not lose that trust that we have. No matter how long it takes, at long last, it's going to break off the ground. And the third thing I learned, is patience leads to unexpected reward. Patience leads to unexpected rewards. The Chinese bamboo grows very quickly in the 5th year. Actually, most people, they call it the lucky or the miracle plant. But I differ with them a little bit. That it's not a miracle plant at all. Neither is it a lucky tree. I know most of you, when you see some people, they are in riches, they are just stable, you say they were lucky. No one is lucky. What makes it? It is the results of the years of patience. It's the results of the years of patience that it was underground for 4 good years, and when it's sprouting out in the 5th year, it grows as tall as 8 feet. It's that patience that took it to grow. So when you see somebody has already reached the point where maybe you want to reach and have not reached it there, it's not yet time to lose that patience. Just be patient. Those people, they're not lucky. They have passed. There are a lot of scars behind their back that we don't see in the outside world. So it's the results of the years of patience. So we may not immediately see the fruits of our labor. We may not see immediately the fruits of our labor. You might, that's what I've said before, it takes time. Some take 1 year, some take 2 years. As the way God has planned it for you, that's the way it's going to happen. But we will see the fruits of our labor, which are more abundant and sweeter than ever imagined. We might not see the progress right now, but in the end, we have that unexpected reward. The same way, in the end, the bamboo tree grows at 80 feet within 6 weeks. So at the end of it, we are going to get unexpected, we are going to get an abundant, we are going to get sweeter results than we ever imagined. In conclusion, what I can say is patience is powerful. Really, patience is powerful and a necessary virtue that can lead to unexpected rewards. We are willing, unless we are willing, or if we are willing to cultivate it. I will repeat this statement. Patience is powerful and a necessary virtue that can lead to unexpected rewards if we are willing to cultivate it. When you read the book of Isaiah chapter 6 verse 22, it says, in the fullness of time, God will make it. It says, I will quote it, in the fullness, the last part says, in the fullness of time, I will make it happen. This is the Lord saying, in the fullness of time. So in the fullness of time, you are going to see the fruits of your labor. In the fullness of time, your patience is going to pay you. So next time, when you feel like you're falling impatient, when you feel like you cannot do it, when you feel like losing that hope, remember the story of this bamboo tree. Remember the story of this bamboo tree and take a very deep breath. Good things always come to those who wait. Have that patience in you. Trust the process. When you feel like this is what I wanted and it's not working out, remember this tree for 4 years underground doing nothing, barely nothing, totally nothing. But when it comes the 5th year, it breaks off the ground, and within a short period of time, it grows to a minimum of 80 feet. When it comes to you and you feel you want to lose hope, just remember the story of this Chinese bamboo, and it's going to encourage you. And always, good things come to those who wait. Thank you so much for watching it until this end. Please, if it's your first time, remember subscribing and hitting the bell notification as we continue to encourage all other people on our daily activities. And today being the first day of Ramadan, I wish all my Muslim brothers and sisters Ramadan Kareem. Until next time, bye bye. And always, my dears, remember to keep the peace. Bye bye. Be blessed.